Hi. I want to say hello to everybody. I'm Shane Kennedy. I'm the boys varsity coach at TAM, and I'm with Carl Nichols, one of my ex-players, and also a guy that went on to play 4 years at Bowdoin College. Led them to the Final Four. We're going to be bringing you the game today. We got a kind of a damp day, perfect day to play some ball, and a really good matchup. We have TAM visiting. Los Lomas visiting TAM today. Last year, they played a great game in the NCS that Los Lomas ended up winning at the kind of in the last minute on a dramatic goal. So two very competitive teams, very technical teams. Some of the players that play for Los Lomas, they have a number 7, their captain Kylie Sekulich, who's on her way to UC Riverside. She plays some ODP. A number 30, she's a junior. Her name's Paige Thompson. She's committed to Alabama already, which kind of gives you an indication. And they're coached by Sebastian Ortiz, who's Argentinian and a fantastic coach, and I think it'll kind of show in the style of play that they have. I expect both teams to come out and play a very entertaining style. It should balance each other out. For TAM, players to look for are Marin Jones, the number 10. She's committed to Tufts, and she's an all-far West ECNL player. Junior Sabine Silico, she is a blazer. Number 26, Carl. You're going to really like watching her play. My guess is sometimes they play her in the back, sometimes they play her on the wing and try and get her in behind, but she's always exciting to watch play. She can score some goals. She was third in the MCAL last year, and she's the 100-meter champ, so the speed thing is no joke.
Got some wheels.
Yeah, and as you know, as a defensive back, right, chasing that down.
That's a handful.
Yeah. Marissa Scanlon, who actually plays for me in ECNL, she was an All-Far West second-team selection. She's a junior and just a very hard worker, work rate kid. Goes box to box, great ball winner. Very, very good at winning and connecting that first pass. So we'll look for her to get on the ball a bunch. Emily McMahon, their number 1 and their typical goalkeeper, is going to miss the first half. And Finn Hall will be stepping in for her. It's a great opportunity for Finn. She's a sophomore, big, tall, lanky kid, very athletic, and it's just going to be a great experience for her to grow. I'm looking forward to seeing her play. And again, this is part of the growth as a player, right? Stepping into these moments. I'm sure you had a few yourself, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially early on in the season. I think what's so exciting about these early games is, sometimes you don't know where somebody's going to fit, and you got somebody who's got the tools and has maybe played a bunch of positions, may get to see a couple different looks today, both sides of the ball. So.
I would think so early in the year. Yeah. And the goalkeeping thing, as we know, clearly Emily's the number 1, but you always want to have a strong number 2. So any chance you can get that number 2 some experience early on, as you said, something you want to do. So there's a freshman, Bridget Bratt. She's the number 18 to look for. She's crafty and a real strong player. Katie Lowenstein, who he plays in different spots, also plays for my club team. Great in possession. She's a kid that takes up really good positions and kind of, collects the ball and moves the ball. She's a ball movement person. There are some injuries for TAM, and I'm sure there are for Los Lomas also. For TAM, Gabby is, she was a center back, Holbrook's, and she has been struggling with an ankle and a foot for a while, but looking forward to getting her back later in the year and really kind of helping solidify that back four. And then Lily Rose Espinazi, she can play outside back, the wing, Good tough kid, but she's out with a shin splints for another week. Addie Covey, who is one of the best kids I've had. I've coached her in the past on the dribble. She'll be missing out. Georgia and Julia Costa also will have some foot and hamstring injuries. So that's about it. I think we'll probably see a 4-3, 1-2 or a 4-3-3 of some way, shape, or form from Tam. I don't really know what we'll see from Las Lomas. I think most teams typically play 4-3-3. That's what a lot of the clubs are playing these days. But we shall see, right? That's part of the fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, and really the numbers, I always find the number thing kind of funny because it seems like now everything's so dynamic. It could start, at the whistle as a 4-3-3, but it may look like a 4-4-3 at times or a 4-3-2-1.
Very true.
It's moving around all the time.
Yeah, like I like to say, it's where you start. That's it. I mean, because it's the game is. I mean, at least the way we're coaching it and the way people are playing it right now, there's a real freedom. At least with my teams for sure, and we'll see how these teams like to play it. But I like kids to be able to play multiple positions and move, throughout the field. It's all about time and space and finding space, and wherever it is, it doesn't matter who finds it. If you're keeping the ball and it's effective, the day of, outside back staying put, and they overlap a lot and get in front of the wingers, and the wingers got to be able to defend a little bit. And as a center back, I know one of your strengths was, and as a 6, either or, being able to drive into the midfield and join that midfield. Why don't you talk a little bit about that experience?
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it Tam, I feel like kind of got my height late, but settled into center back kind of towards the end of that. And I mean, what I always loved was just being able to see the whole field. So kind of being back and all the space is in front of you. And so being able to work forward at certain moments and then otherwise being able to pull people around, kind of pull the chess pieces into certain areas. But then moving into a 6, I feel like, there's almost more freedom in that position because you do have the coverage of the center backs behind you, and you can be a little bit more ambitious in how you exploit space in front of you and, move the ball side to side. And that's the other thing I feel like has really happened, quite a lot lately, and I'm sure this is something that you've probably brought around, but it's kind of the lateral play that happens, and balls being kind of swung around, either, through the back or through the midfield, but a lot of lateral play as opposed to, I feel like when I was in high school, it was a lot of direct soccer and banging. Yeah. So I find the use of space, much more interesting now.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. I mean, one of the things we try and drive home is getting side to side to open up, lanes and space to pass into and to run into, and kind of unlock compact defenses, because that's what everybody, that's what you preach defensively is you compact, make the space small. So if you want to exploit that, you've got to get to the other side of the park and make them shift. And I think most teams are. I see a huge progression in that direction. I've even noticed it here, like where you'd have a spine before with maybe a center back or 2 and a 6 and maybe one midfielder and a target, and then athletes on the outside. Now everybody can play a little bit.
Yeah, no kidding.
So it comes down to things like, okay, is your 6 mobile, and do you want them to be mobile, or do you have a 6 that sits in keeps the game in front of them and moves the game and kind of makes the game playing side to side, spraying balls in behind and all that other good stuff. Much like you, I was a goalkeeper, so I had the game in front of me a lot, and I think the great thing about the modern game for the goalkeeper is the use of feet, and I think a lot of people don't realize that in the modern game, probably 65% of the touches goalkeepers have are with their feet now. So, that's a huge change. And, you got to be able to trap and pass and make decisions on the ball, at least if you want to be one of the top goalkeepers. And again, I mean, you have to tactically know what your team wants to do and, when to bypass pressure, when to find a split, when to just, swing a ball and get it back. And, again, as 2 guys that played in the back, you're almost a coach on the field too, right? You got to, what the coach wants tactically. Sometimes you have to allow that to pass through you and execute that. And those are the players that, are normally in those spots. So again, we'll see today. Let's work on for starters, like figuring out. I mean, I know there'll be Tamalpais will be in a 4-back, and again, like you said earlier, whether it's a 4-2-1. Okay, or a 4-3-3, or you can lay the numbers out any way you want, but it's all about once it starts, it's all about balance and space and options and closing down those balances and space and options in defense. So we'll see how that all works out. Okay, I'm getting excited.
Yeah, I'm psyched.
Okay,
Psyched to be here with you, Shane.
The referee, this is gonna be a good time.
Fun,
this is
man.
like old times.
No doubt.
The referees are out in the center checking the pressure on the ball.
Who do we got? You know those guys, Shane?
I know John Bonts. I know Gary's the center, and I don't know the other gentleman, but we're in good hands. I can guarantee you at some point all three have probably given me a card.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, at some point as a coach or as a player. I mean, maybe for you also. Who knows?
Well, who knows? Maybe as commentator today.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think so.
I
don't think so. Anyway, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a really good game. It's like I said earlier. These teams played in the NCS last year.
Was that a final?
No, that was a first-round game, and I think it was a first-round game if I'm correct. I'm able to find that out for us. And Las Lomas came out with a 1-0 victory. And obviously any game in high school that's 1-0 is probably back and forth and quite a battle. So both teams with opportunities. It was an NCS playoff game. I'm not sure which round, but I'm going to guess it was. I know it wasn't a final.
Gotcha.
So
cool. Well, Las Lomas, I happened to do a little bit of digging. It looked like they've had one game so far this year.
Oh, let's talk about that.
And it was. I'm not sure it was as close as that NCS game against Tam last year. They beat Deer Valley 14-0.
Wow.
I think I saw. So
okay.
I think they got some serious firepower.
I'm not so sure the scoreboards go into double figure. It's a lot of goals. Okay, well, we'll assume it's either or. I don't know what, but we'll assume they have a lot of firepower. Let's take the positive on that.
Yeah,
and I know Tam has had a couple battles. They've tied 2 games late. And I think one of the things, they played 2 very good teams. They had SI and what was their other ball game? I'm going to find out right now. But both games they tied up late in the game to go 1-1. And, I just think it's going to be – I think it's a very, very good test for both teams. Typically the teams – over in Contra Costa and over in that area in Walnut Creek, which is where these guys are from, they're always tough. They've got a lot of depth over there, a lot of athletes over there, so we shall see. We're about to start. There we go.
And do you find with, a lot of the success you've had with the women's program the last 10 years plus or whatever that, in these out-of-league games, there's kind of a target on the back for Tam and people, the other, teams coming in wanting to play and make a statement?
Yeah, I think, Tam has gotten to the point, and I know I've talked to Dave Pressure about it, the head coach at Tam, that, teams, it's a big win for you because when you get into NCS seeding, Tam is typically one of the top teams in 2, but at the same time, you can get over and beat a Las Lomas or beat a Carondelet or one of these top East Bay teams. It's a feather in your cap also.
For sure.
So again, I mean, it's a meaningful game. It's early in the season, and again, you can't read too much into it. But here we go.
Love it. All right, we're off.
The kickoff. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Going to swing it around a little bit here. Okay.
So there's the 30 there. I think she was in the notes, right?
Yeah.
Junior on the ball already a couple times early.
Yeah. And she's the one that switched the play for him a couple times. So it looks like they want to play through her, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be the 30, the one with the pink headband on.
Paige Thompson. Looks like she's going to
Yeah.
hop out and take the corner as well.
Okay, again, that's an Alabama commit. That's a very serious player. It's a Division I program, and a good one and a competitive one. So, Tam goalkeeper showing how tall she is. She's got her hands up above her head. Hopefully she can come gather this.
So it looks like
Okay.
Tam's kind of a zone defensive setup, huh?
Yeah, they do. They look like
Pretty
they're
compact.
not. Yeah, and they're not man marking at all, which is, I think, again, that's a choice of a coach, a personal choice. I usually combine zone with man on corners. I usually, zone the posts and, man mark the most dangerous guys and probably put somebody central. But I look for I like to leave my goalkeeper some space too, being a goalkeeper myself.
Yeah.
You want some space to be able to move around and move into. And here comes another throw. Oh, boy.
Danger.
Oh, boy. Well, that was a dangerous ball. Okay. I don't know what happened here, but we're looking at an offsides. I see the flag on the other side now. I'm sorry. Went up late. Again, nothing super dangerous there, but just some pressure and Tam looking to be a little bit, I think, going forward, a little more organized than they were right there at those moments. So we'll see what happens. Typically games like this probably take, I'd say, 10 minutes to kind of find some type of a rhythm. People are, everybody gets a touch on the ball. They kind of find out what they can do. They get to know their opponent a little bit better and, start rolling the ball around a little bit. So we'll see if that's true in this case. I think it will be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A little bit of rain most of the day, too. It looks pretty slick. Everybody finding their touch.
Yeah.
Getting the pace of the ball moving around.
Yeah, super good point. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fast-paced game. Ooh, there's a good shot. All right, good save. Well held. Again, direct shot at her, one bounce in, but again, you still have to hold that ball. You spill that, and it's a tap-in. So very well done by the Tam goalkeeper. And it looks like they're going to, they punted early. I think they just want to relieve a little pressure. Whether they build out of the back with, Finn, this goalkeeper, I don't know.
Loma pressing pretty high.
Yeah, they are pressing pretty high.
They're not messing around.
No, they came to play. Again, Tam's going to have to switch out of that if they want to have success. If they get pinned on us, it's one of the problems with going out to that outside back and then looking forward right away. You kind of get stuck in that wide channel, right?
Yep.
And it's hard to get back out of it. I always like to go one side, other side, and switch it right away, even through the back, and that opens up some little angles and possibilities to get some splits and move forward. Here's Sabine. Whoop! I don't know what happened. Oh, out of bounds.
So Tam with a little bit of possession and the offensive almost third here.
I wouldn't say either team has had a whole lot of possession yet, though, right? I mean, we're looking for, I think they got to get used to the surface. I mean, they got forward a little bit, but we'll see. I think both teams, once they find their way, will start connecting, 5, 6, 7 passes. Here's Marissa Scanlon on the ball. There we go. There's a little combination. Well done. Come out this way. All right. Very good. Okay, so we're getting a little possession now out of Tam. They're starting to find a little rhythm. Here's this kid turning in there. Marin's going to have to chase her down. She's off. Oh, wow. They slid her in. I thought she was off, but apparently not. Linesman was right in position. Okay, so
pretty quick connection there.
Yeah, that was pretty very nice. Now, I wouldn't say a long ball direct, but very direct. They had a purpose. Once they won it, they got off it.
Totally.
Great run off the ball and a great entry pass on the ground. That was nice and easy. A nice, simple ball to control and then finish. So,
Looks like we're switching the game ball out here.
Yeah, well.
Pause.
There's a goal. When there's a goal, there's always a problem with the ball, right?
Must have been the ball.
Yeah. That looked to me like it was that Paige that slid that ball through, Call?
Yeah,
this kid right here, yeah. Beautiful weighted ball. Obviously she's a midfielder, and it looks to me like she'll be a midfielder at any level. That was a great ball. Good ball win in the middle. And then, again, slid that ball into, I think it was the 14.
I think you're right. Tessa Jeswald.
Yeah, just a beautiful finish. Very calm, right?
Oh,
Just
totally.
to the goal. Goalkeeper really couldn't do a whole lot right there. She did what she could. She came out. She got big. But, again, just very, very clean finish. Okay.
Looks like we're going to have a corner kick
Yes.
for Las Lomas. Thought
Yeah.
that was going to be coming out on a goal kick.
Yep. It seemed to have the
Back
better of the
in.
play right now, certainly on the front foot. Let's see if they can defend this corner a little more effectively right now. Good header by Marin right there. Marin's on her way to tough. She's a super athletic kid. They got to find her a little bit, Tam, too, in the midfield and see if they can play through. There we go, a little short corner. Very nice. Oh, that's a great delivery. Oh, well done. All right. Very nice little short corner. Really nice service in. Goalkeeper came out and got a hand on it, slapped it away. She came from the offside position, the 4. Okay, now Tam's got to just relax a little bit and get a little tempo going. I mean, get a little rhythm, a little tempo. See if they can keep the ball. Okay. It's uncanny. That's the 30 again, Paige. She seems to find the ball a lot. Hey, Cole?
I'll say.
Yeah, I mean, there's no secret, right? I mean, as you watch more of these games, again, we haven't seen this team ever, but boy, oh boy, she's been on the ball a whole ton in the first 10 minutes here, not even 10. She just does a really good job of finding it. Okay, Red-tailed Hawks showing a little possession. Okay, in their final third right now, they need a little bit of a little break here, and see if they can just kind of keep it. That's it. Move that thing. Well done, Katie. Okay, Marissa, there we go. Okay.
Swinging it.
Yeah, they're
First
swinging
time
it.
we've seen the ball on this right side.
Yeah,
here.
it is. Boy, it
Lot
looks
of
good.
space over here.
Looks like a nice ball, huh?
Absolutely.
Brand new. All nice and clean and washed from the rain and all spanking clean.
Properly inflated.
Yeah. Looks like it looks to me like it needs to go on the back of the net, though, don't you think?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, Tam with a little pressure here. This is good. That's a nice ball.
Like that ball.
Ooh, I like that. It's a good run and a good ball. Marin trying to play Marissa. That's a giveaway you don't want to have right there, right? Everybody's advanced, and ball pops out, and it finds the feet of Las Lomas. So this is somebody they're trying to find. That's Lauren Willard, the 11. She moved here from Oregon. She was a fantastic athlete up there. I think they want to find her feet a little bit and bump off her, Call, if they can. They haven't really found that rhythm yet, but I think if they can find her a little bit and let her use her strength to hold the ball and maybe bump off her and then build again, I think that would be something they'd like to do.
Yeah, and she's looking for it. She hasn't been on the ball a lot.
No.
Really active.
No.
Moving, trying to find these
Yep.
holes.
I think one of the things that Tam is finding, they're in the 4-2-3-1, and they've been pretty good in the 4-2. But once they get to the 3-1, they really haven't had the bodies forward. So, they've been a little light with numbers up top. So they're gonna have to get and they probably, I'm sure Dave talked to them about that. One of the deep lying players advancing. Right, in support of the ball, getting you got to get numbers forward at some point. You got to be able to do it out of this particular formation. We can see what he's doing with the 10 in there, the Alabama kid, and we're looking to kind of choke off the middle of the park.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, someone needs to get more advanced. I think getting Sabine that's typical Marissa play. I mean, winning the ball, getting it for. See there, she's in again on it.
Oh yeah.
Very nice by the 15
to
Whitler.
Nowhere.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she closes hard. That's kind of her strength, ball winning and then connecting. Very high work rate.
Lomas so good at switching the field.
Yeah, and they're switching it and
2 passes.
Yeah, and I think part of that works so well, Carl, right? Because Tam's overloading, right? They're trying to put numbers around the ball, and if you can play out of that pressure, you can find some joy, right?
Absolutely.
So let's see. Let's see as we go on. See if Tam can solve the problem. There's Sabine. That's a nice choice right there. 30's very sophisticated, she's a very good player. Look at her run right now. Just let the ball run right by her there to an open teammate. A lot of kids would have put a foot on it and slowed it down, and it just kind of opened up an opportunity. But just really, really well done. Intelligent play.
Yeah, kind of a half opportunity the other way coming off of it.
You
see where the chances are going to come from.
Yeah.
As these holes start to open up.
Yeah. We're still early in it.
For Tam.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, we're still early in it. Kids are fresh. Things open up a little bit as you get later in a half sometimes. People get tired and, all of a sudden, there's some space. So, again, there's a ball that could have been left. There it is.
Beauty.
There it is. Go ahead. Okay, driving up the right side here. Madeline.
Is that a fullback there getting
Yeah,
up?
that's the right. I don't know. Yeah, it is, yeah. Because Katie dropped in for her. Yeah. Which is interesting.
That.
So this is the right back, the 3. So they're using Katie, their 6, to drop into their back line as their 4th defender when they advance.
Yep.
That's a ball you got to win right there if it's coming out, right? So those balls, that's a foul. Oh, mercy. Okay. I thought that was a foul right there.
Here he goes. Easy, Shane.
I said it calmly.
You did.
Yeah.
But it's still early.
It is. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't worry, man. I'm heating up. I can feel me heating up. I already have my flannel shirt off. I'm in a T-shirt right now. I'm ready to go right now. Let's do it. Let's have some fun with this. Okay, we're 15 in. The game right now is, I think, has balanced out a little bit. I think Tam's getting a little bit more of it. Would you agree with that? Still Las Lomas with the best opportunities, but Tam's starting to get some through balls in up top here, and we'll see what happens, whether they can continue to build on that or not.
Definitely. Yeah, these corners.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd say, pretty good fluctuation so far. Las Lomas, I think this is probably their 3rd or 4th corner kick.
Yes.
Woo. And they're trouble. Every single one of those is quality.
Yeah, it is. It is. I agree with you. They're again, it's the 30 putting it in there for them. The kid on their way to Alabama, who's really been a very, very good player.
Here's Tam on
Page.
the counter, maybe.
Yeah, here we go. See if we can get Sabine's looking for some space. Looking right behind you. Aye. Okay. There you go. Oh, boy. Okay. Worked out. Well done. Stay calm on it, and let's keep it. Okay, you got, again, what we were talking about a little earlier. I mean, that's great, but you got one front runner up there trying to do all the work. I think we got to get that long ball out so quickly. It's hard to do. You almost have to connect through the midfield, especially when you're playing a 4-3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure Dave has talked to them about that. But you got to give the opponent credit, right? Look at that nice inside run by the winger. That's really good.
I think that was the goal there.
That was the goal, right?
Look, kind of coming from outside in.
Yep. That was the winger that scored it, and she made that slashing run. This is Marin having a good time.
Yeah,
there we go.
Opening up a little bit.
Yep.
A little back and forth.
Yep.
Beautiful.
She's off. All right. That was pretty good right there from the Hawks. Good combination there. Connected a couple passes again. One of the things we've been talking about is if they can connect some passes, they can get players advanced, right? So they have more numbers forward, and we need to get more numbers forward in support. So.
Absolutely. It looked like both teams are getting ready to make some changes here.
Yeah.
This will happen right now.
Okay, the goal scorer is coming off.
Tessa Jeswald coming off for 13. Isabella Grafakis. Be running around in that. A lot of space on this close side. And then for Tam, who we got 9 and 18 off, and then I think 16 and
Kalo came off,
maybe.
And Bridget Bratt came off, and 16 came on, right?
Yeah, I think 16 and 14.
Ruby
Both
Rice.
Players look like they're going to be part of that midfield core.
Yeah, the 14, Izzy Alexander, yeah. Okay, well, let's see. That's pretty good already, right? Got a foot on it, connected it, both of them. There we go. Hey, both of them trapped and passed pretty well so far. Ooh.
Yeah, I think that shows a lot of confidence from coach there, just in depth of what he's got on the bench, switching up the midfield like that, relatively early in the game.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I like it.
I mean, we're almost 20. Oh, my God, what happened?
Ooh.
Wow. All right. Well, hey, Post is our friend right now. I'm not sure what happened, but it looked like there's some confusion with the goalkeeper. And I think one of the backs, and it seemed to deflect off. Did you think she got a little touch on that call?
I think the 7 got it nice, kind of a diving header. I think
the 7 kind of
behind her, and she
got
a
little flick on it. Yeah.
But that same kind of movement, she was kind of coming from outside across towards the penalty spot.
That nice diagonal run from the outside to the in. It's super dangerous.
Totally.
Yep.
And service.
Yeah.
It's just right on the money.
Yep.
Pretty sharp attack.
Yeah, it is. They know what they want to do. Okay, Sabine out here at 26. There we go. Man on. Oh.
There you go. Great coverage. A lot of numbers in the middle there.
Yep.
Locking things down. Now can they find the space?
Yep. This is all great, but can we go? So they're trying to get the outside back here overlapping. Okay, so Sabine's gone to the 26, gone to the inside, and there we go. Good turn, nice turn. All right, unlucky. That looked pretty good. This is pretty good from Marin right now. All right, she went down. I guess she got a ball. No, I don't think it was a foul. She got the ball in the face. Here's well done. All right.
Stick.
Yeah, look at the recovery speed, though. There we go. Oh, boy. All right, unlucky. The Las Lomas, their outside backs do a really great job of finding that pocket wide, don't they, on the opposite side?
Yep.
Ball gets central right away. They get in that little pocket, and they find it with space to take a touch and go forward. So, you know, they just subbed a few more on. The 18 and the 3 came off. That's Corrine Simmons is off, and Naomi Bamford is off. Let's okay, there we go. A goal kick. There's a slight breeze, too, that's been kicking up. I think it's in the face of Tam, and if you haven't played here, you wouldn't know about the wind, but the wind is it can be a significant factor. I'm not saying it is right now, but it can be. So, okay. It's another nice diagonal. Oh, boy. That was fortunate. That was a great diagonal ball in. So, again, diagonal balls in from the ball side and weak side diagonal runs, to get on the end of it is a recipe for success right now. The 19 is on right now. The 4 is off. The 4 is Haley Nelson, and Kylie Lieberman comes on for her.
Yeah, I thought number 4, Haley, has had a really strong half over there on the right side.
Yeah,
she
for
was
sure.
Pretty critical, I think, in some of those movements and the goal as well.
It just looks to me like the Red Tail Hawks aren't getting the movement that they want up top in that final third. They're not getting the bodies forward, and they're just not, getting the spacing right and all that other good stuff. This kid is Paige is she's a legit player.
Really good.
Yeah, she's a good legit player. I mean, she's really looking good, and she's kind of in the middle of everything, isn't she?
Yeah.
Where there's action, you kind of find her.
Yeah, I know she was on the right side, I think, their last attack. And
Yeah.
Over down the left this time.
Yeah. Again, another corner. Oh, boy. Popped out. Oh, look at that. Well done.
Nice.
Good job, Finn. Nice catch by the goalkeeper. Coming out confidently. Okay, looks like Tam is, pretty much punting out of the back with Finn. It may be, an experienced thing, or just feeling with the wind in their face, they don't want to try and build out of the back. But there she goes. And now you see Sabine's space. Shoot.
She's still alive in
there. A great ball through. Can we? Okay, come on.
Still, Tam's
it's
getting
still
numbers
on.
Up now.
That is a good ball. All right, that was a nice attack. Again, a nice through ball. You could see Sabine's pace right there, and also Lauren Willard. She was in the mix there and shot from distance, and it almost deflected. Someone tried to get a head on it. But there's a little something from Tam. That maybe the fresh legs out there. Okay, here's the 6 dropping deep, picking something up. Again, a lot of space right there for that winger to come in and receive, right? Call, maybe if that outside back is a little tighter and comes up with her, she seems to be letting her drop in and pick up that, take that space and collect that pass fairly comfortably, and then she can turn or connect the next pass.
Yeah.
So I think maybe a little bit more pressure from there. It's a goalkeeper ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think you want to be
Tight,
right on
tight.
her. You don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
her turning, and they
Nope.
got a lot of speed on this Los Lomas
Yeah.
team. And
Yeah.
I think
Again, I
as
mean,
much
that's
as you
so
can,
true.
keep them facing backwards.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great tackle.
That's a great tackle. Great tackle. Girls sold out fully. Sawyer Merrick, just a really, really nice, strong tackle right there. Super stuck in. Boy, it's even getting windy up in the booth, man. Maybe this storm is moving out. As you can see, the flags up on top of the field goal posts are pretty straight. Heading north, bro. I know you've been there a few times.
That's
in the
right.
weather. You see the one over there too. I know you're probably looking at them, wondering what it does to the surf, right?
Yeah, it's on shore, so
Yeah.
I'll stick around, I think, till
Okay.
the end of the game.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. You don't want to leave me alone. I'm struggling even with you. So.
That's right.
All right. Come on, move the ball. There you go.
You see that space, got it in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah. Too late to it. Got to get there earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And get everybody else, ahead into it.
Yes.
As opposed to trying to dribble into the space.
See, I would have. Yeah, right there. She can dribble forward right there. Yeah. So I think one of the things I like to see him do a little bit more of on the dribble is even out of the back is attack that space on the dribble. If you got some space to run into, go ahead and run into it. And I'd like to get Marin facing forward a little bit at the 10. Okay, there's her outside back getting forward. Okay, that's a good run from. All right.
Great ball, big.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit more dangerous right there. I think Lauren Wilder's starting to make some really nice runs, and with Sabine up there, they're both strong and pacey, and they seem to be making more dangerous runs right now. And the ball's coming a little bit earlier anyway, so causing some problems.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And direct, nothing wrong with going direct.
No, 100%.
There's so much emphasis on, how many passes can you connect. But sometimes, there's space ahead of you, put it there and somebody run onto it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Play to what's available, what you got in front of you.
Agree. That doesn't mean we just go long ball without an idea, but if you have an idea, try that thing forward and, put them under some pressure. Make them do some work too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here about just over 10 minutes, just over 11 minutes left in the half.
Sun's coming out.
So, yep. Looking over the salt marsh right here. It's a good day.
Doesn't get much better than this.
No, it does not. It does not. I hope we're not peaking right now in life. I hope there's more out there for us, but I'm not sure there is.
I think you got some more NCS in your future.
We'll see. One step at a time. One step at a time. Okay, they're playing goal kicks, and they're going long on their goal kicks right now, Tam. So maybe just not comfortable playing out of the back right now. See if they can maybe sneak one at the half, at minimum survive the first half. Tam with the throw in. Okay. There's another nice ball. Great run. Good goalkeeping. Well done, Finn. Very nice goalkeeping. Okay, nice through ball from the midfielder to a runner. The 7 really made a nice run. That's Kaylee Sukalic. And she had intent right there with that run for sure. Paige knew it was up too. That's something they've probably pulled off a few times, huh?
Yeah, that looks
it looked like they've
done
that. Yeah,
there.
they've looked like they've done that a few times.
Oh, yeah.
And again, Kylie's no slouch. She's going to UC Riverside next year, so she's a very good player. Okay, let it run out. Well done. No, unlucky. Here we go. Good.
Nice. That ought to give Tam a little bit of time to
Yeah.
step their line up a little bit.
Yes,
That's
sir.
offside. This is
Lauren Willard's doing some good work up top, the 11. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
she's working
offsides right
hard.
there. So, let's talk about that a little bit. But again, the referee says, well, Tam has the ball, so why I don't need to call sides. But again, they're still under pressure, right? So you got to call it right
Oh,
there,
yeah.
I think, 100%.
No, I think so. Yep.
I mean, I think there's no doubt about it. And again, I know they want to hold that flag, and I don't care whether you keep the ball or not. I mean, with an offsides call, you're getting a free out on a free kick. You can do anything you want. This way, you're making them bill. You're not, it's not to their advantage, for sure. So.
So it seems like that the flurry of substitutions there is kind of faded out. Is that pretty typical, Shane? Kind of middle of the half, get a bunch of subs in, different looks, or is that an early season thing?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I think that it's probably, you want to see some kids in some real situations. I did it yesterday against Montgomery with the boys. You want to, because there's nothing, there's no better test than game time, right? Against a good opponent. And I think the other thing is, just a fitness thing and keep kids fresh, and you got a whole other half to go.
Yeah, it seems like this has been a pretty active half, front to back.
Yeah, they've been going. Both
Working
teams.
hard.
Yeah, I agree. It's been going box to box. Not really a ton of possession from either team. I mean, there are 4 or 5 passes, maybe a couple times, but then getting forward with runs, and they're both trying to do it a little bit differently right now. Tam's got 2 front runners that they're going directly to central, and trying to get their outside backs into those wide spaces, whereas Las Lomas is looking to get out wide and then make those slashing diagonal runs to diagonal balls, hoping to open you up, and they have slid a few balls in through those gaps a little bit more directly, but okay. A little bit of Marin right there, showing some of her magic.
Yeah, way to keep possession. If it's not there, don't force it.
Yep, got to keep it.
Keep the ball.
Oh boy, that was a break right there. Here we go, this way, come on. It's too late, right? That ball's got to get off her foot in 2 touches. So you got to read that, see that coming, and you got to get that ball out there right away.
Looked like a Las Lomas throw in here.
Los Lomos, yep.
Coming back the other way.
Yep. Again, opportunity lost there for Tam, though. Little slow on the ball there. Maybe the communication was better. Maybe they can get that ball out and to that weak side runner who had tons of space a little bit earlier, and then all of a sudden you're in, and maybe get the ball across the face of the goal with some runners or something like that. So
totally, I imagine that's something they'll talk about at halftime, because that's happened enough times where
I agree.
That's a pattern. I think that's a real opportunity for Tam.
I agree.
It's kind of hard to recognize things in the heat of battle, but you get the half. And
yeah. Well, one of the big points of emphasis these days are checking your shoulder, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, what that it means is you got to see what's behind you and what's on the weak side. So if you're in possession, you can get it in and out to there quickly, and if you're defending, you know what's behind you. So it's a big thing we talk about a lot. Kind of scanning and checking your shoulder and having awareness of the entire field around you. What are your surroundings? So let's see if we can get something behind that back line here, Calls. A lot of space there.
Well,
Yeah, it looks fairly dangerous.
It's a lump.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Boy, that's
now
nice.
Now is when Tam can step up the pressure and kind of try to shut that down.
I agree. I think right in that moment right there, right?
Yeah, the ball's going into the corner.
Yeah.
But everyone's got to be on the same page and do it together.
Yes.
If you send one or two, it's easy enough for a team like Los Lomas to kind of play around that.
Yeah.
And everyone's just tired and out of position.
And, I think, again, we talked about the outside back a little earlier, getting tighter to that wing right away.
Yeah.
And here we go. Here's a little something. Good play early. There we go. Go at her. Oh, that's a foul. He's not going to call it. Okay. Oh, I thought that was a foul. I thought he hindered her right there. But whatever. I mean, Gary's a good one, so he's closer than I am.
And Los Lomas back the other way.
Yep. On the counter. All right, good block. Got about 3 to go here. They'll stop the clock at 2 minutes, and then they'll keep it on the field. So. Okay. Again. Throw in 101, right? Oh, offsides. Throw in 101, throw to the feet of the receiver, play it right back to her, but she's got to get in the onside position, right?
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, that does help. It's funny. Again, we're talking about, thinking the game and all these things that you don't even need any ball skill to do well, right? That make you a more effective player. Okay. Playing short out of the back. She's got a ton of space to dribble into. Okay. I don't know why she gave it to her, but whatever. There we go. Beautiful. Well done. There's that slashing run. Again. Okay, that outside back, cannot allow that runner on the inside of her right there, right? She's been doing a great job, Madeline Nicholson. She's been doing a great job all day. Gotten a little shoulder to shoulder. She did get in there with a nice physical challenge, though. Really knocked her off a little bit. But I think she'd be well suited to get inside her there. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's had a couple moments the other way too. Making her counterpart defend her.
Yeah.
Getting up into this space over
here.
And gosh, she's put on some miles so
yeah,
far.
She has, right? I mean, for sure.
A lot of up and back.
Yeah, she'll get 4 or 5 or 6 miles in today. Probably need an ice bath tonight, right? Yeah, you can see that wind really holding that ball up right now. So it'll be a little bit of an aid to Tam in the second half, having that wind at their back. But again, there's some space, right? Okay. A little confusion right there. Again, the goalkeeper can come out and have that ball played back to her and clear it out. Maybe not. They haven't maybe trained it enough or wanted to do it enough.
Oh, that's a great touch.
Yeah, there's Sabine's pace. She'll run right by her. This will be the tricky one. There's another one. The 15 they got there for a reason, right? She got a little pace too.
I'll say.
Well done by Callie, the number 15 for Las Lomas. Really well done. Read the ball, took a great angle, right? Good recovery angle.
Yeah, and had to get it right. She was the last one.
Yes, I definitely had to get that right.
Yeah, nice little movement, though, Tam. Relieve some pressure.
Yep.
Kind of breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
Get some numbers forward.
Yeah, I agree.
In the waning moments here.
Yeah, I think if they can hold on to this and just get into the half and, Dave can make some adjustments. That's here. Get there. Good.
Take care of that
boy.
Ball.
Yeah, just schooled right there. Well done.
Well covered.
Yep. Oh, boy. Foot race. Well done. So that's smart play right there. Okay, and there's the half. Not bad.
No, not at all.
I think I think after that half, I think 1-0's a pretty fair score, don't you think?
Yeah.
I think Las Lomas was a little stronger there, but Tam was not without its opportunities. I suspect Dave to make some adjustments at the half, and we'll see what the second half presents. What do you think?
Absolutely. That was fun.
Yeah.
It was really nice to see two teams kind of settle in and
trying to play some good football. It was good to
definitely.
see.
Yeah, nice combination of sitting on the ball, passing a little bit, but then also not afraid to go direct when the opportunities present themselves.
Yep.
I'm curious. You got me thinking about the wind. That wasn't even really on my radar, but what the wind, especially the way Tam was kind of breaking pressure with some of the long balls, with a little wind behind him, could very well change the makeup here.
Yeah, no, I think it's I think it's significant. I mean, I've been here enough to know that breeze. It's a lot more out down on the field than it is even up in here. And I think that little bit of extra, 5-6 yards you can get off a ball, long ball, whatever, can maybe change the kind of the balance and tilt the field a little bit in your favor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get you a little more possession, a couple more possessions maybe. We'll see. I do see some possibilities there. I like that Tam was getting more players forward a little bit later in the half. I thought they struggled early to get players. They had one front runner, Lauren Willard, and I think they're going to have to, if they want to win this game, they're going to have to get numbers forward.
Yeah.
I think the 4-3-2-1 is if you're breaking out of it, in a positive way and looking to break out of it is fine. But you certainly can't attack this opponent with only 3 players up top, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You'd agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say Lomas pretty strong in the back, fast and physical, and Lauren was doing a great job, I think, holding her own. But I think, you need some girls running off her, or
you got to get
a different option.
The 26 Sabine running off her, or and get Marin in around a little bit, get her higher, and just take some risk.
Mm-hmm.
I think take a little risk. It's early in the year, and let's see what happens. I mean, this would be, again. The last 2 games that Tam has played, they've been down 1-0 and come back to tie late in the game 1-1. So, they're very comfortable.
Love it.
I'm sure they'd rather be up 2-0, but 0-1 is not unusual, uncomfortable for them. So, I mean, they for them, their spirits I'm sure are fine, and they're looking forward to whatever. They can put together in the second half. But I do think they're going to have to get numbers higher. I like to see the outside backs get a little higher.
Definitely.
And apply pressure there defensively. And I wouldn't mind seeing, the center backs hitting in some diagonals into these holes out wide and have those 2 front runners running diagonals out in there and kind of dig some balls out of the corner. See if you can't even get a little throw in up here or a foul or 2 possession in the kind of in the final third and swing something in. I think, we've had a couple good looks at goal. I think that I wouldn't say that they look like they cannot be scored on. That's almost for sure. So,
no, definitely.
They've had a couple moments of confusion when we've put balls in behind the back line between the goalkeeper and the back 4. Early in the year, again, all that stuff's not ironed out and worked out, and so maybe there's just an opportunity in that space. But again, I think the theme of it is you're going to have to get more numbers high. You're going to have to find a way to do that, and we'll see. I'll be interested to see what Dave comes up with. I'm sure he'll do something, but I don't know what. I see Emily McMahon, Tam's #1 goalkeeper, warming up down there in all black. She looks fierce. She plays for my club team too. She's a great kid. I thought Finn did a great job in goal for Tam in the first half. Certainly the goal was no fault of her. I thought Finn, she did a really good job for a kid to step into a game this big as a sophomore with not a ton of experience.
Absolutely.
Again, she held her own.
And she was on the ball a lot.
She was.
I mean, no hiding out here.
No, there's no hiding.
Under a lot of pressure from Las Lomas.
Yeah, yeah.
With her feet, with her hands.
Yep.
Coming out and getting balls when she had to. And
yep.
And on the corner kicks. Nice physical presence in the box. And
yep.
I thought, very, very
had
encouraging signs.
Yeah, I agree. And I thought had a very kind of positive persona about her. She looked confident in there.
Yeah.
Like she wanted to be there. She looked like she belonged. So it's a real good, great opportunity for growth for a young goalkeeper, like we talked about at the beginning of the match. And I just thought she really kind of stepped up and did a great job for them.
Yeah.
So again, this is a team that's got, if we look through the roster, you're going to see a lot of underclassmen here. I'm looking at the first 10 players. You got junior, sophomore, junior, senior, sophomore, then a couple seniors, another freshman. So there's some. This is a young roster, these games only make you stronger. I mean, getting in these experiences and these tougher games. I mean, they could see this team again, and surely, if they can play as they did in the first half, and whether they draw or even if they don't win the game, or if they do win the game, certainly they're going to leave this game knowing that they can play at this level.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you want to have that, that experience of playing these games, right?
Absolutely. How many? I mean, this is a pretty good Las Lomas team. How many teams in MCAL are kind of that level, or above? I mean, is it
probably four or five? I think there's a lot of teams that could play. I think Branson could, Redwood could. MC, if they get our help. I mean, a lot of these teams can play with them. I mean, they're not gonna, they wouldn't come into our league necessarily and run our league. I mean, I'm not so sure they'd even win it.
Right.
They'd certainly be a tough out. But again, I mean, I think part of the reason you play these games and is to get that experience and know, that you can play with anybody. I remember when I first, when I was with the girls program, when we first went over to Las Lomas, they smoked us pretty good. And 2 years later, my kids were not freshmen; they were juniors. They came over here, and we sent them home with an empty tank of gas, baby.
Go.
They're obviously they're a great team. And I think we have a lot of respect for that program. There's been a lot of great games between the two, but clearly either team, both teams are very good, and either team could come out on top in these battles, right?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it has a feeling of a competitive league game. Which is pretty cool for a first game of the year, out of conference.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that's where it's at right now. Here's something that we haven't really talked about is the MCAL has gone to a single round robin now. So you get 8 MCAL games instead of 16. So you've got to fill your schedule up with other opponents. So all these games matter. We played yesterday against Montgomery, the boys. We lost 1-0, and that won't help us in NCS. I mean, it may help us in that it was a competitive game, but you want to win that game. Yeah. So all these games matter. You get to important games earlier in the year. You get to important games where you're not necessarily prepared for that important game yet. Mm-hmm. It's early. You don't really know who you are. A lot. Some of these teams, especially I know on the boys' side, on the girls, they have a player or two that still haven't completed their club seasons.
Uh-huh.
So until they complete their club season, they can't play. Mm-hmm. So you're looking at teams that are developing teams.
Right.
They're still strong, but both of these teams will be significantly stronger come late January, February when the draw is on.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can't imagine these teams. I believe that Las Lomas is still a Division II team. I think they're both Division II teams, I believe, and certainly, I would imagine when it's all said and done, you're looking at probably 2 top 5 teams. Very good chance. Certainly a team that's going to get a first-round game at home, I would imagine. So we'll see. All right, here comes the second half. Teams have done their team cheers. One of my favorite moments. And let's see what happens. Let's see if what we predicted is, in fact, comes to fruition, or whether we're just blowing a lot of hot air up here, Call.
Shane? Shane, hot air? No. Unheard of.
No. All right. Here we go. Kickoff's in and ball's in play. And again, there we go. Tam playing a long ball right away, trying to pick up that second ball. Keep it simple.
Yeah, kind of a statement there right off the bat.
Yep.
With the win.
Here's this kid, Paige, just doing a nice job there on the ball. Right to play the win right away, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, I like it.
I do
it's
too.
Like in the next round of the boxing match.
Yep.
Jab right to the nose. Here we go.
Gave away a corner.
Well,
again, what I like best about that open play, they went direct and they went long, but they picked up the second ball, which is what you have to do if you're going to play that way. You got to get underneath that first ball, pick up that second ball, and then build from there. So that's an encouraging sign. Let's see what happens right here.
Yeah, starting the second half, much like the first. A couple
Again,
early corner kicks.
Emily McMahon is now in goal for Tam. She's bouncing up and down, excited. Should have come collect the first one. Nope. Oh, boy. Okay.
Lomas sustaining the early pressure.
Yeah. Well, they got that corner, right? I mean, off the tough deflection. There's a ball in, and then keeper collecting. Let's see what we're gonna do. Yep.
For Emily.
Yep. She's smiling. She's happy. She's in the game. She probably aced her SAT this morning that she took. Let's hope. And nice punt, nice solid punt. Okay, now you got this. This is the ball you got to win, though, right, Call?
That's
that
it.
Second ball. So let's see how that goes. Right now they're, they've won one, they lost one. So, you want to win that second ball, and then you can build from there. So. Yeah, it's a foul. Yep.
Like just outside the box.
Yeah, just outside the box.
Direct kick.
Okay, so let's see what the Alabama commit's got to say about this. Yeah. They're going to have to move the wall back. It's too tight, which is good. Yeah. So Dave wants a taller person. Yeah, there we go. Lauren Willard's at the end of the wall. Left footer here. Okay, Emily's too far over. Okay. All right, it worked out. I'd like to see her a little bit more behind that wall there. Do you see that?
Yeah.
A lot
of goal.
Yeah, a lot of near post goal available. Again, I mean, sometimes you're not going to get a clear view of that ball if you're that goalkeeper. Nice punt.
Woo.
Nice punt. Again, okay. There we go. Pick it up. There we go, and then we drive at him. Well done. I like it. I liked all that right there. Marin was trying to get that early ball in. Again, a little split, but it just, just didn't get through. Okay. Good. That's good pressure right there. It slowed him down a little bit. Katie just kind of held him up. And there's that direct ball. There's Scanlon digging in, right? Doing what she does.
Love it.
Yeah, she's
Busting it up.
very, very explosive to the ball. You know, that first step is explosive. And he rested some kids in the first half, so we'll see whether he does that in the second half or not. He being Dave, Pressure, the head coach for TAM. Both teams got a bunch of players in at the half. Here we go. Boy.
It's trouble.
Yeah. You know, they make really, really very, very intelligent runs up top, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah, they really
fast.
do.
Don't have much time to think about it.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is, Call, you know, they make the run and they make the pass on time.
Yep.
They don't make the run and then they don't waste it. They're really taking advantage of it. They're very well coached.
Yeah, very intentional.
I mean, both, yeah, they are very intentional. But both these teams have really, really good ideas.
Yeah, that's where I wonder, Shane, if there's just an opportunity to press a little bit
I think so.
earlier, because
I think
it's just a matter of two passes that kind of gets you right through the
I
midfield and then
I
on
agree.
their way.
I agree, Call. I think it's a really good point. I think just a touch more intensity, right, from the defensive end.
Yeah, I think
I'm not a believer in space. You know, I don't think. You know, I don't like a deep line. I don't. Oh boy, that's a tough ball. Okay, again, nice, well done by Emily, not getting caught off her line right there. A little tricky sometimes. That ball getting underneath that crossbar at this level sometimes happens. Boy, you can call that breeze is significant, right?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, not that she can't punt a good ball, but
yeah, and I think Tampa.
Again, our 10 Marin's got to, she got to get rid of the ball a little bit earlier. Again, she's a little frustrated right now. Got to keep her composure. We need her to be clean and calm, kind of like I am all the time, right?
Yeah, I mean, to her credit, she's getting on that.
She is getting on the ball. Yes.
Just,
and
what do you do from there?
Thank you.
Having an idea in your head already
Yep.
before the situation presents itself, and then, knowing where you're going, whether it's, something down into the corner or you're dropping it back to one of your midfielders coming up.
Right.
Because there is space.
No, I agree, and I don't even mind the idea of getting the ball down to those corners and just tilting the field and getting down there and battle for them, and maybe you get a throw and maybe you don't, but you're still in your front third.
Totally.
And you're defending your front third versus that's got to be more physical right there, right?
Yeah, I think this Los Lomas team just so technical. How everybody can trap and pass.
Well done. Yep.
Really well.
Yeah.
And so if you give them space to do that, they're going to do that.
Yeah.
But if you get up in them a little bit, make it uncomfortable.
Well, again, you got to give them some credit also for finding that space, right? Or creating it however they're creating it, you know. So,
absolutely.
I mean.
No, it's part of the plan.
That's fine. Pick that up. All right, well. Here's the. Well done. Well done.
Look out.
There it is. That's a kid?
I think Is that the
14 again.
same goal scorer, huh?
Yep.
Second one for Tessa.
Yep.
Wow, right
though,
place at the right time there.
Yeah. But opportunities to clear there, yeah?
Yeah.
Opportunities to clear right there. So you would hope that ball never finds her feet. But again, they've been applying pressure, right? The game's been played, even in the second half, in our 10 minutes. Has been played predominantly down in that they're attacking third, right? Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
anything can happen.
Yeah, well, that's right. And that's why we're saying, hey, you know what? Why don't we get some balls into that final third and or our final third and just go ahead and battle for them down there.
Yep.
See if we can't play at that end of the park a little bit more. But this is a good team. This is a well-coached team. And they're kind of doing what they want to do, right? Kind of doing what they want to do. So you got to give them some credit. And again, I think there's a good ball. Oh, mercy. Okay, good idea. Good idea. I think Tam's sitting too deep. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm with you, Shane.
Yeah, I think they're just sitting too deep, and through the first half I could see it, but easier said than done to change it. But boy, there's another good ball. Look at that. Oh, mercy. Okay, now come on. Got to drive. There we go.
That's a great run.
Yeah, that's a good run. Oh, unlucky. Again, that first touch, right?
And now this ball, this is where it can
again, though, yeah. Again, I mean, it's Marin to Lauren all alone.
Yep.
There's no one around them. So, again, if you're going to play a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-2-1, someone's got to release. And, again, Marin tried a little trickeration right there. And there's a good hit. It's interesting because, as coaches, you have to make decisions like, okay, do I want to sit in and do I want to surround the midfield with 5 because that's the most dangerous, or do I want to take the risk and push numbers forward? And so when we get the ball up top, we're
supported.
We're supported. We have numbers up there, and we can actually get after it a little bit.
Yeah.
And you never really know. I mean, we do what we do. So right now, I think we need to get some numbers forward because we're down 2-0. So 2-0, 4-0. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got to
go.
go.
A little looser.
Yeah.
Take a few more risks.
Yeah. You got to go. You got to go. So, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm sure Dave will come up with something and try and find some solutions.
Nice physical challenges both ways.
Yep.
This one going in favor of Tam.
I didn't see it clearly. I was reading a note, but
There's the 4. She's awful lively. Las Lomas.
That's Haley Nelson. Yeah, we noticed her in the first half. We talked about her a little bit and how she's really getting into that pocket and establishing width really well. And, I mean, they're a 4-3-3 team, right?
Yep.
That's what they're doing. They're playing 4-3-3. So,
Looking at yet another Las Lomas corner kick.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Well, I think that we established that the wind is actually the wind, and it is blowing in Tam's direction, but it does not seem to have affected, wow, Las Lomas at all. That's the Alabama kid getting up in the air. Paige Thompson. And she's, Paige is only a junior, so she's really been an excellent player today. I think the best player in the park, right? The 30, Paige Thompson she's the best player in the park right now.
She's everywhere.
Yeah, she's probably, it looks like they're in a little bit of a double six right there on that free kick, but she is kind of free to go and find the ball and, make the game. And again, boy, there's a lot of space for her right there. There we go. There we go.
Great turn.
Look at this kid. The 15 is good, man. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, she does a lot of covering.
Yeah, that was, again, it didn't go exactly her way, but again, she got there to disrupt it and made, get a throw in out of it so they could get organized again, right?
Yep.
So sometimes.
And she had cover too.
Yeah, she did have cover. Yeah.
And everyone kind of layering in behind.
Yep.
Definitely what you want to see from a back line.
Oh, boy. All right. All right.
Battle in the middle of the park there.
Yeah, right now the Hawks are really struggling to kind of get the ball on the ground and moving around a little bit. Would you say is that fair? I think it is. Yeah.
I mean, I think they're trying. They're
trying.
Putting a couple passes together back there. I think,
yeah. The problem is it's in the wrong part of the field, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think to your point, there is a time to just lump it and change the
lump
what did you put it?
Yeah.
Put the direction of the field, tilt of the field.
Tilt the field, yeah.
I
tilt
like
it.
No, it's so right.
Yeah, it's tilted. Yeah. I mean, can I get the game played down in this third instead of,
Totally.
my third
regardless of what's happening, just
it
where
doesn't,
the ball is.
Thank
You're not
you.
going to get scored on if the ball is in your attacking third.
Yes. That's let's see Bean take her on right there. All right, little rhythm out of the back right now. It's not bad.
Putting a few together, side
yeah,
to side.
Yeah.
God, look at all this right in the middle.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
You got the space now.
Again, it's got to be sooner though, right, Cole? That's played sooner than Sabine has. The 26 has more time on the ball to attack instead of just kind of, out of desperation trying to push a ball by. So.
Subs here. Looks like Lauren coming off.
Yep.
Number 11 up top.
Yep.
Number 2, Hannah.
Yeah. For Tam,
maybe she'll be playing a little bit deeper, though, it looks like, than an out-and-out forward.
Yeah. Julie Fulton came off for Tam. She had played this left back spot. The 22 came on. I don't have a 22 on my roster. So I don't know what to say about that. But she's on, and she just made a really nice play, picked up a ball and battled for it, and sprayed the ball around. He's moved Marin up top. Looked like Marissa's a little higher.
Yeah.
Again, though, you have one Las Lomas player here. You got 4 TAM players. Back here, you can do that with 2 and advance a couple more. Okay. Okay, well, Still only 2 goals. If you can get that next one, you're back in this thing, and you got, you have some spirit and some energy, right?
Absolutely.
So that's
Plenty
the thing.
of
You got to
time
keep
still.
playing. You got to, you got to keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. I mean, that's part of it. Part of it. Especially as they advance and they're going to be playing in big games, which they will. You got to keep the spirit, man. You got to keep fighting because they're all going to be close, and you're going to have to, come in from behind. So let's see if they can score a goal here.
Take advantage of opportunities.
Get into
like
this. Get into this thing a little bit.
Yeah, a bit of a gift there. Kind of flips the field here.
Yeah, let's see if we can keep it down here, though, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I don't think have we had a corner.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So again, I mean, trying to get that ball down in those corners a little bit, and just like we said, tilt the field, get corners, get throw-ins, get some possession in any way, shape, or form down in that final third, and make them defend for a while.
Yeah.
As you know, as a player, you're running. You're running no matter what. I'd be rather running with the ball on my end of the park than to be running with chasing it all day. So, just the psychology of that is significant.
Totally.
So,
no, I think that's right on because the whole team has to be bought into that too.
Yeah.
If half the team is, expecting the next counterattack to come against them, that ain't going to work. Everyone's got to be ready to keep the pressure on and be there and assume that it's going to stay there for some period of time, which it seems like Tim is kind of starting to feel here.
We'll see.
Getting a few numbers up.
That's out. It's out. Yep, it's out.
That's
okay.
Unfortunate. Good little stretch there, but
good. Nice stretch.
They can do it.
Again,
put a few together.
Yeah, even that ball that's played out there, Call, I wouldn't mind at this moment seeing that ball swung in behind.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and dump some things in there, see what happens, because I don't think they've really tested that space in there enough. Everything doesn't have to be, passes connected, right?
Totally, and as from a kind of a center back perspective,
right.
The worst thing is if you're turning around and running all the time, even if it's it's not a direct attack on goal. If you're constantly having to flip your view from watching the game,
that is something I preach, Call. That's a really good point. I tell my kids, look, if you're a defender, do you want to turn around and face your own goal all the time? So if you don't know what to do with the ball, you dump it in behind.
Yeah.
And, and now someone's clipping on your heels. Maybe they foul you. Maybe they just become a pain the whole day. And, you can make a mistake, whatever. But, those little moments, they do make a difference.
Totally. Yeah, just disrupt it.
Yeah. And, again, you're twice as tired if you're facing your own goal all day than if you're facing forward, right?
Yeah.
Same amount of time out there, same mileage, everything.
Yeah.
So.
Unless I'm lining up a winger flying down the line.
I hear you.
Those are the runs I like most.
I hear you. We won't get into that, though. We won't get into the dark arts today, Carl. I know you'd love to get into the dark arts a little bit.
I'll get fired up, man.
Well, now you sound like me. I think I'm rubbing off on you, man. Yeah. Yeah, the dark arts, my son.
This is why we can't hang out all the time anymore.
No.
Pick our moments.
Well, at least not on microphone. There we go. Come on. Can you get it down? There you go. That's a handball, yeah. Okay. I mean, Marin's working.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, she's working hard, man. I mean, there's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely. Disrupting, just messing up the flow.
Another corner.
Yeah, that's one, Shane. Again, the outside backs.
Yeah.
As soon as she takes that touch, she be right up in her face.
100%.
Of being able to take the touch, take another touch, look, find the pass.
Yeah. Generally, it's just it's a greater physicality, right? Just in general, conceding corners. I think. I mean, there's different philosophies. I don't like to. Some people go, hey, concede a corner, now you get organized, and boy, that's a driven ball. Holy cow! Ooh. Yeah, that's correct. That's That's Paige. She's having a terrific game.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Another solid punt.
Yep.
Keep there.
Again, I always tell my kids, it's like, look, you know, wherever that punt's going to land, you know, you get in behind that thing. If you're not the one competing for it, you get around that ball. You know, you get around that ball and win that second ball. Like you win the knockdown, right? Boom. You win the knockdown, spray it in behind. All of a sudden, you know, something can happen, right?
Yes, sir. A couple more subs here, and it looks like maybe moving things around on the
little bit.
TAM side.
Well, we've got, looks like Lauren Willard's out on the left side right now.
Sabine over on the right now.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit more
looks
removed.
a little more withdrawn. See if she can maybe
that's better.
exploit that space over there a little bit. Again, I mean, you know, I know I'm beating a dead horse, but how many times have we played? Sabine's, you know, probably the quickest kid on the club. I mean, how many times have we played a ball in behind on her side that she can run onto it? And worst case is, you know, we get corner kicks or throw-ins from deep in the park. So, again, easier said than done. It's always easy when you're watching it here. Kids are on the field, obviously playing their tails off. Okay. Again, I mean, I know this roster very well, and a couple of kids they are missing would be, you know, are significant, which may be one of the reasons Dave has decided to, you know, overload his midfield. And boy, that's a nice combination right there, huh?
Yeah.
Well done. Look at that little cut. Beautiful. And another corner.
Yeah, that left side's been good for him.
Again, ball in behind. Go compete for it.
Yep.
Win it. Spray it. But, yeah, you know, Addie Covey, who would be very impactful today, is, you know, she's off injured. So she would, you know, she's a great, very direct player, great on the ball, good dribbler. She'd get at people. That, you know, that would help for sure. And Lily Rose Espinazi, of course, is an outside back or a winger. She could help. But, you know, you come with what you come with, right? That's it. Yep. You know, that's, you know, the roster you have is the roster you have. She's coming from offsides position. Okay, so nice little flick. Look at this. Here we go. Can we? All right, good job.
Yeah, but to your point, I mean, that's the worst case scenario, right? Lump it over.
Yeah.
And you get the ball, you get a goal kick or something.
Yes,
but,
sir.
You know, then they got to go into the wind to get it out.
Absolutely. Now, can we keep them pinned in?
Lomas looks like settling back into their shape, moving it around.
They are. Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Really nice tackle right there.
Ooh, that's a crunch.
Yeah, both of them. All the two tackles in a row. Tam kid and then the two kids really went at each other there. That was a good, clean, hard play. There's a nice ball. That's a great entry pass right there. Again, stepping on it. Come on. Good job. Boy, that's good. That's good movement right there. Oh boy, good stuff.
Yeah. Because they got, time
Yep.
and space, man.
Yep.
Take your pass. I think Tam maybe just a little quick to drop off and
Yeah.
kind of consolidate
Yeah.
into that defensive
Yeah.
shell.
Well, we're down to 10 minutes roughly here, so.
Another corner kick.
Yeah.
But they've defended corner kicks well. I don't.
Not bad. I mean, they've had
off the corner kick.
Well, we looking at 10 corners by now, maybe?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should probably be taking some notes on that. If I was a true professional, I would, but I depended on you to do it.
I'm not a big numbers guy.
No, you're not. Well, you got 10 fingers. You got 10 fingers. Come on, man. Come on. Between the two of us, we got 20. We should be able to figure that out.
Keep track of a lot of stuff with these fingers, Shane.
I know. There we go. Can we? You know who's quietly had a really nice game is this the number 8, Priya Sabol for Las Lomas. She has really been, just getting the job done in there,
Totally.
Yeah, just, like a true 6, right? Just winning and connecting and just really nice job.
That's a great point.
Probably should have taken note of that a little bit earlier. Okay. Here comes a couple 12 and 5 for Tam is Ellie O'Connell and Cleo Kuntz. All right. Cleo's coming in. I had Jasper last year. Her older brother, who was a fabulous guy, and got a sophomore.
Got a yellow card. Is that the first yellow card?
We got a card?
Yeah, I think so.
Holy cow, I missed
22. Did she just come on? No, she's been on a little bit. Yellow card. Got a little physical in the corner there.
Oh, yeah, she's a gal that's not on the roster right here. It's I don't see her. She must have a different. I think they got new uniforms or something. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Did you see what happened? I didn't really see.
Yeah,
Just got
it
a
was
little.
the number 7 kind of, made a nice run into the corner there. Kind of had a jump on her, and actually, frankly, I think a good foul to make.
Okay. Oh boy. Thank you.
But love to see the physicality.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that. No malice.
Okay. 22's back on. I like that.
So is that you got to come off for a yellow card?
Yes. Sawyer Merrick's coming off, and they slid the Bridget Bratt over a line. I think that's such a stupid rule. I honestly do. I probably shouldn't say a silly rule. Come on.
Because she's back on the field now.
She's
right?
back on the field now, so they go stand over here. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's stop. Okay. It's a high school rule. Just stop. It doesn't. It's ridiculous. And quite frankly, cards are part of the game. Sometimes, yellow cards can be really smart plays.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, look at this. We might have our All right, well, we got to throw in deep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And still got some time.
Absolutely. We get a quick goal here.
Knock something in. Here we go.
There'll be chaos. I promise chaos if we get a goal right here.
It's like a
corner kick. Here we go. Let's go. I love to see him get a goal right here, man. Make this a little crazy at the last 5, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bringing some numbers forward.
You know what I think? If they have a left footer, I'd bend this right on the goalkeeper. Honestly, we haven't tested her. Okay, I would not go short. Okay, that's one thing I would not do. Okay. Oh boy. you know what? You haven't had a corner all day.
I
Let's.
think you want speed in the box, don't you?
Yeah, you want to swing this in, dude.
She seems a real threat.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Well, look at this. Oh, Daddy. There we go. All right. All right.
Nice rip from the far post.
But
there.
I agree
like
with you. I mean, Sabine should have been in the box there. And, you know, at that point, you haven't had anything on frame in a long time.
Yeah.
Like, you got to bend the ball in right there.
Yeah.
You haven't shown the ability to play short, so why are we playing short right now, right? So I'm glad they made the right decision. Obviously, Dave's taught them to read it and see what's available, and they made the right decision. So good for them.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
best
yeah.
chance of the second half
for sure.
For sure, maybe the game.
Oh, mercy. Okay, well, he'll move him back. Well, maybe not.
Another Las Lomas.
Another free kick right here. We got what do we have? 1, 2, 3 in the wall. 3 in the wall. I make sure my defenders are level with that wall, so as a goalkeeper, I've got some space to play in there, right? Yeah. And again, yeah, one more. There you go. That's better. There you go. Woo.
Rips sails wide.
Yeah, not a bad hit though.
No, not at all. Into the wind. I mean, even with the wind, that's a shooting opportunity, right?
I think 100%. Yeah.
Legs on that team.
Yep. I think absolutely. Okay. So I'd say one of the big takeaways for me, Call, is how many second balls Las Lomas has won compared to TAM today throughout the course of the day. Mm-hmm. Would you say that's? Yeah. So again, that's it's that aggression.
Totally, and that's what then sets up, what they do best, which is, kind of passing and moving and finding the space.
Again.
But you can't do that unless you win that second ball.
Exactly. Oh.
Yeah, they don't stop.
Nope. Yeah, that's Paige taking a little bump. They would clearly not be the same team without her. The 30 right there. Yeah, she's something special. Yeah, she's one of the better players around I've seen. I mean, she's definitely, like a NorCal type kid for sure. All right, well, it's getting a little ragtag right now, but again, we're at 3 minutes. And I don't know whether he'll add anything. I doubt it, but there's certainly time to get one, and then when you get one, you can worry about getting two. There's another win, right? Another long ball out of the back, they've won. So, again, you got to win more of those. There we go. Good.
There it is.
Hannah Leach just did a nice job. All right. Let's win a header. Can we go forward? That's it. Good. Oh, boy. You can see Marin was right there on the edge. Mm-hmm. Play the ball, dump the ball in the corner, and let her go to work. Especially this late in the game, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Down 2-0. Yeah. You got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Now Las Lomas coming the other way.
All right.
Well defended.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, now the referee's in control of it. He's got the clock at 2 minutes. They stop it on the clock tower there. So We'll see whether he adds anything or not.
All right.
Okay, come on.
Tam may get a look here.
Come on, go, Lauren,
Can we
go.
Get enough people forward. That's a great ball.
All right, look at that goalkeeper. She's going to go for it. You see her lining that up, right? You see her lining that up? Yeah, she was going to go for it right there.
I
Yeah.
saw it too.
I did
was
too.
way
I
out.
did too. I did too.
You got the wind at your back.
I did too. I love it. I love it. Again, but the thought.
Yeah. No, I love
that's
it.
what you love, right?
Absolutely.
Someone that's like on it, like thinking, okay, well, here's something.
Yeah, she's got her head up.
Yep.
Knows what's happening late in the game.
Look at this kid. She gets it on her left peg. It's going to be a problem. Good job. All right.
Yeah, well defended there.
Yeah, I think so.
Tam.
I think so.
Just keep her head down.
Yep,
I mean, I think
yep.
a little more of that in the middle of the park when they're trying to find those passes.
Yep.
Just keep her head down as
Super,
much as you can.
Super good point, man. All right, with the waning moments here, it's actually a very beautiful day though out here. We're very lucky to be out here. Both teams have played well. I think at the end of the day, Las Lomas has been 2 goals better. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah.
I think so today.
Fair result.
But I think both teams put in a nice, good work and hard work and honest effort. I know Dave went deep into his bench today. And so did the Las Lomas played a lot of kids. So, again, it's early in the season. All these teams will learn more and more and more about themselves and, how they can break things down. I think this is a great game for Tam to have early. Good quality opponent. And, try and figure out. It's like, okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, boy. Again, more of that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And they almost
you
snuck
never
one
know
in.
what happens down there.
They almost snuck one in right there. Nice header from Cleo.
Still
and
battling.
we're in.
Let's go.
Yeah, they're still battling. Can they sneak one? Come on. But again, you learn so much from these games and you get better from these games and all these kids that, I know Dave went super deep today into his bench. Found out about some kids. Some kids got some experience. That's the reality of it. Boy, there's another good ball. Good run, good ball, right?
Yep.
Didn't work out, but Emily does a nice job reading that, coming out, picking it up. All right. Okay, there you go. Well, there's the final whistle. I would say everybody shake a hand. I thought that was a well-played game. I thought Los Lomos got their just desserts today. I think on another day it could be different. I don't think Tam should walk out of here thinking, hey, that team's, that team's not attainable for us. I think we can take care of business against this team, but we got to make some changes, right?
Yeah, and got to look at some really strong pieces on the Tam side.
Yeah,
I think, which is really exciting. People playing in different positions, and who knows how it's going to settle out. But got a long season ahead.
Oh, for sure, and they'll get healthy,
and
they'll get healthy. That'll help. Obviously, you want everybody available. But again, this is the type of game. This is the type of opponent that you're going to have to beat if you want to get where you want to get.
Yeah, right.
And I think it'd be fair to say that Tam wants to be at that level. And they got a lot of guys. They got a lot of players. And he'll start to narrow the field. Dave Pressure, the coach, will start to narrow the field a little bit and figure some things out. He's moving some people around, some pieces around. And he's chosen a tough preseason schedule. The result is what the result is. I don't think I don't think anything this time of year is bad.
Yeah.
I think you just kind of figure it out from here. So congratulations to both teams, yeah?
Yeah. A lot of smiles on both sides.
Yeah, entertaining game.
Footy, man, it's a beautiful thing.
It is. Footy's a beautiful thing. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know how many more of these games we're going to do, but I don't know if you're going to be in town. I know you're kind of passing through. Rolling Stone gathers no moss, which is your motto. But perhaps you'll bless the old timer again with your presence, so we can have some kicks here, man.
That's right.
It was an enjoyable day. I know a lot of these kids on the TAM team. I love this team, and they're a good program, and they got a lot to be proud of, and they're going to have a good year, and they're going to keep building. It's going to be exciting to see. So if you're around again, I've got a connection with the person that runs this operation, and if we don't get fired within the hour, I think that we might even get another opportunity.
Yeah, good.
All
Well,
right.
I think my one rule was no F-bombs, and
I
I
think
we nailed that.
Well, for me to nail it, though, right?
I know.
That's it, right?
I don't think I've ever been with you for 2 hours without at least one.
Well, hey, it's a new me, bro.
Wow. Mic this guy up more often.
Yeah, exactly. I should walk around and just look at the game ends and it starts raining.
Bingo.
All right, man. All right, we're signing off. See you later.